to CHMA, broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramar area or at www.chmafm.com.
Which is on the internet.
That it is on the internet. This is
which is made of ones and zeros somehow.
It is just ones and zeros.
Man.
It's like just ons and offs. That's it.
It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, like, okay, it is just ons and offs, right?
Yes.
And
are you going to try and explain to me how this works?
no, not at
good.
all.
But maybe not
Absolutely
good.
not. It's just ons and offs.
Yes.
Have you heard of the game Minecraft?
Yes, I've heard of it.
So, in this game, Minecraft, there is a resource, let's call it, called redstone.
And with this the currency with
no, it wouldn't be the currency. It's more the current. It's a what's it when everyone makes stuff and trades it, and there's not really capitalism yet. What's that called?
In French, it was truck, like truck, the bartering.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was more like a bartering system.
Okay.
So it's like, you know. Yeah, I will trade 3 diamonds for your 25 redstone or whatever.
Gotcha.
Anyway, this redstone could be used in the game to make
ones and zeros?
Well, on and off switches, essentially. So, fairly quickly, people was like, oh, like, you know, using their like middle school kind of like knowledge of circuitry. We're like, ooh, here's a light switch, and it's like, ooh, I can make a trap door. Like, that was the stuff I was doing.
Yes.
And that was, you know, when it came out, so like way long ago.
Okay.
I was reading recently that
how long has Minecraft been around?
Way over 10 years, I think, at this point. Yeah.
Right.
People have started like recreating other games
in Minecraft.
Using this. Yeah, like you can legitimately play like the entirety of like Pokemon on the Game Boy in Minecraft, and they're just using on and off switches in that game, which is just on and off switches.
Oh, wow! I mean, good,
like wild,
yeah.
Incredible.
Yes.
Like really, really, really incredible when you think about it.
Man, and I thought...
And no one knows about it. Like,
and I thought the peak of human ingenuity when it came to playing video games where they weren't supposed to was when they used to be able to put like Tetris or Mario on the Texas Instruments calculator.
Yeah. Well, have you heard about people putting Doom on stuff?
Yeah, because it requires like no computing power,
yeah, so
right?
like every smart fridge you could run you could run
what happened? You just got up to go for a glass of water. Yeah, sorry.
I got hooked by Doom.
Started playing Doom. Started playing Duke Nukem on the fridge. Lost an hour.
It is great that, like, you know, 30 years ago, whatever, they were like, flying cars and stuff.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah. This is what you thought the future would be.
Yeah,
the future's...
we can play Duke Nukem on the fridge.
Yeah,
and that is cool.
Yeah. Is it a better fridge? You can...
Objectively not. It is going to die before any fridge made in the 1970s, but you can play Duke Nukem on it.
That's something.
That
Folks,
is
you're
something.
listening to Ground Control at YMC Midgic Airport.
Yeah.
And that was quite the intro.
You were joining myself, Air Traffic Controller Thomas.
Didn't we already say
No,
Air Traffic Controller Luke?
Joining us for the next hours as we watch the skies, listen to some tunes, chat will be done by and by. No, we stopped at, I think I got YMC out, and then
we got sidetracked.
We went on a big sidetrack. Hey, so Luke, we're having a weather discussion.
Oh, yeah. It's been weathering.
It has been weathering.
I'm glad my request for the thunderstorms to stop went through.
Yeah.
Like I submitted a proposal on behalf of my large and skittish dog.
Yes.
And that landed.
That's good.
So I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I could, you deal with some rain.
Yeah.
I think looking out across the airport into the farmers' fields here in Midgic, like we need a little bit of A little bit of that wet stuff falls from the sky.
I will say this though. Again, like the horsies, there's a lot of little baby horsies are out right now. And you just it's kind of nice that it's a little dry because you're rolling around in the hay, the dry grass. It's just real cute. That's what I see on the way out to the airport is cute horsies rolling in
all right,
dry grass. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you're right.
But that could happen at night. I'm still gonna call the weather, and folks, this is when you get the disclaimer that this is another fantastic pre-recorded live episode.
Yes, it is.
So now is Thursday, but now is also Sunday, based on whether you're myself or you listening through the airwaves or the internet.
Yes.
Or it could be any time after.
It's true.
Again,
and it could be on either the airwaves or the internet.
So my weather prediction, having not looked at any weather predictions, it's going to be sunny in low 20s this week.
Okay.
Maybe some rain here and there.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is it currently?
Outside?
Yeah, like Sunday 6 o'clock.
Oh,
yeah.
Currently then, not currently now.
Yeah, what is it currently?
It's overcast and 18 degrees.
I really want it to be overcast and 18 degrees.
Time will tell.
You know what? We're changing it again. It's no longer weather. It's no longer weather discussions.
Oh, no.
You are now the almanac. It is weather predictions.
Man, the almanac.
You are Father Almanac. How do you feel?
It's maybe it's too late in the year to pick up a copy of the almanac. I feel like it only really appears at the beginning of the year, right? It's like
there used to be those like calendar stands in the middle of the malls, like Champlain Mall and McAllister Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would have
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they would have almanacs all year.
Wow.
I miss that store. I miss malls. Oh,
really?
I feel like a curmudgeon-y millennial.
I know. I miss that one. Maybe I never felt good about going to the mall. I was never like, let's go. But also, it was far away for us. It was to get to Moncton or Miramichi, and this will let people try, mostly tell where I grew up. Yeah. It was an hour either way to like a mall, and let's face it, Miramichi was stretching a bit.
That's fair. And we were just like, hey, let's catch a bus and bum at the mall, and then catch a bus home.
See, so that was a gathering place of social activity for you. Whereas, like, for me, it was like, well, if we're going to the Moncton, we could be doing something cooler than going to the mall.
I also say every time I rarely go into the mall now. I hate it. But when I do go into the mall, when I do see teenagers there as an adult, I do scoff just like adults scoffed at me.
Yeah. Well, it's a rite of passage, right?
I'm just like, don't you have anything better to do? And like, I really should take a step back and like, nah, they really don't.
You want to jump right into the news now because this is relevant to my news conversation. So Sackville just passed a bylaw against loitering,
right?
Yeah, and it's like, and the definition is so incredibly vague. I'd have to look it up verbatim, but it's like being somewhere for more than 50 minutes without a reason to be there.
No picnics.
No picnics. No market for myself. Like, because I could get everything I get at the market elsewhere.
Yes.
At like a building with a roof and not supporting local.
Yeah.
But I choose to go there really not out of necessity.
No, certainly not.
So now do I not go to the market out of fear that like
you'll loiter?
I'll just be like, I'll stand too long in front of one stall, or I'll have a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
And
oh my goodness.
Fine for loitering.
Can you imagine
the bylaw officers out there just like?
Oh, and look, we might have to get our first guest appearance after this conversation.
Oh,
because my mother has very strong opinions about the bylaw officers, specifically here in Sackville.
Oh my!
and if you think I am a feisty man, like
you come by it honestly, is that what you're trying to tell me?
Very honestly, I feel like I am the much more mellow version of my mother.
All right.
So we
All
might have
right.
to get her on to
Yeah, that was my news because I just like and
is
there's
ridiculous.
something about panhandling in it as
Yeah,
well. And I've
yeah.
been around here for I think like 8 years
Yeah.
now. I can't. Not only can I not remember ever being approached,
Mhm.
I can't remember any like seeing anyone.
Nope, me neither. If someone here in town asked me,
Yeah.
I would probably give it to them because I'd probably know who it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. And just
I'm.
I believe he's the pastor at the United Church here in town.
Okay.
I think Bruce,
Reverend Bruce.
yeah,
Minister
Reverend Bruce. Minister Bruce, I think, has a little thing, an interview up with Work Times, I believe.
Oh.
With Bruce Work. At Work Times.
Oh, so Bruce versus Bruce scenario?
What? Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Is his name Bruce?
Well,
oh, yeah, it is Bruce. Last name Bruce. First name Bruce.
Oh, my
A
goodness.
lot of Bruce.
Yeah.
Not
Not that affects the news in any way.
I think it does.
Okay.
But I think he had that pretty strong and fair opinion on like the quote unquote panhandling bylaw. It's just like,
yeah.
anyway.
It kind of makes me wonder if it's like, is this a situation that came up because like someone copy and pasted some laws from another bylaw
maybe.
from another place, and this was like, you know?
It's just it's completely unnecessary, and I hope that as Tantramar, we are more charitable than that, and more like hospitable than that. I'll get to.
Otherwise, we'll just do a sit-in at a public space, you and I, and see how long it takes before it becomes loitering.
I am sure the two of us could stand across the street from the bylaw officers for 3 hours before they would come over and say anything to her face. I would give them 15 minutes if I just stared straight at them the entire time.
Okay, well, now that I've like butchered the order of our show.
It's fine. I'm getting us back in order, man.
Okay,
we're just going.
back.
Like, we got a song next.
All right.
Hey, what do you want to listen to?
A few weeks ago, I mentioned that I'd seen a band live, and I don't know if I said it on air or if I said it while it was playing. That I remember walking into a show here in town, but I couldn't remember what band it was, and being unsure whether I wanted to go out, as you sometimes do as you get older and have to leave the house at 9. But I remember walking in and having a beer spilt on me like almost immediately. Almost immediately. And I can't remember what band we were playing the other week, but it was not it. I think I might have said it was the East Pointers.
Yes.
But instead, I'm going to play you a tune by that band here tonight.
So here's Astronaut by Port Cities.
All I ever wanted to be was an astronaut. Before the so-called life got in the way. 8 miles high, I turn the light switch off and laugh at all the games I used to play. I had a dream when I was 7, secret door at the back of heaven. I woke up the second I walked in. And over time the dream got old and faded, and everything just gets so complicated. I watch them send the rocket up in Florida, and everybody cheered and waved goodbye. I imagined it was me up in the captain's chair, leaving a large and faded, and everything just gets so complicated. Was an astronaut. I guess it's a little late for that right now. And I get up every morning just to punch the clock and take the number 80 bus cross town. Well, I try my best not to regret it. Most of the time I just forget it. Maybe another place some other time. 'Cause after all, the dream got old and faded, and everything just gets so complicated. But all I ever wanted to be was an astronaut.
And speaking of hype and hype bros, hey, we're going to talk about sports.
Sports?
Sports ball.
Is it a ball sport?
It is a ball sport. We're going to go back to the WNBA.
Okay.
I think it was finally like
Yeah, it was. We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That Toronto was getting a team.
hammer down announced today. Toronto and Golden State. So Golden State being California.
Makes sense.
I believe we're the two expansion teams. First expansion since 2008.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for them.
So now the question, of course,
What are
is,
they going to be called?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, they get good names. or
Oh,
they
let's
get-
see.
They get. We went to the back closet where we keep the mascots and prepackaged sports teams and pulled one out.
So
Folks, insert your own drum roll here.
Golden State, the other team,
Mm-hmm.
which was originally announced in October,
Okay.
has already unveiled their brand identity.
All right. Is it something golden?
It
The
is.
California Raisins.
I
Golden California
so
Raisins.
wish you were right. Oh my goodness.
Remember the like they could bring back the vintage California Raisin
Yeah.
like mascot,
Yeah.
but make it gold. Well, you missed a partnership there.
No, Golden State Valkyries.
Valkyries.
Yeah, I like it. It is a little bit. It I don't know how. It doesn't roll off the tongue like other things do.
Yeah, but no, people aren't going to say the Golden State before every time. It's
Yeah,
just gonna be-
well, it's even the Valkyries. Like, I don't know. It's a harsh word. I do like it.
It's okay.
I do like it. I'm just I'm a
Yeah,
low critical.
I
as
like
well.
it because they didn't just go and become the like.
The Golden State also Warriors, the women Warriors. Wouldn't that be the worst?
Yeah.
A lot. So we're going to talk about the names. I pulled up an article.
Oh, there's more.
Well, it's all the
Yeah. Well, this is my favorite
potential
part of sports.
names.
The
names.
potential ones for.
The Toronto team.
And these are confirmed
Oh.
potentials, or just some people saying we think it might be
Well, Raptors HQ editor in chief,
Oh.
WNBA writer.
All right, so might have an inside line.
Yeah.
All right.
So these are names that she thinks are terrible.
Okay.
And I'm not going to give you any reasoning for any of them unless you ask. But these are some of the big names that have been like quote unquote
Floated.
big contenders so far.
Okay.
Of course, like one would be the Toronto Raptors or the Toronto Women Raptors.
You can't do that.
No, exactly.
No, that's
Well,
off.
it's like we're not even pretending that they're going to go that way. Like that's
All right.
kibosh.
Yeah.
So Toronto Northern Lights.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Eh.
Talking about it, this one says it's a mouthful. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, and also it's like Toronto's not far enough to see the Northern Lights.
It's
and
true.
the light pollution so bad, Anyway,
You would never see it anyway, yeah.
It's fine. It sounds like something made by a marketing company that was further south.
That, yes, has the word northern in it, so you think Canada, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
All right. What's the next one on the list?
Now, she doesn't like the Toronto Huskies. I like the Huskies, if I remember my heritage correctly. Like, it was like the men's team, like a big Canadian men's team, the Toronto Huskies in like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, so a little bit of throwback there.
So there is a history to the name.
Mm-hmm.
And her point is like she doesn't like that it's just recycling the name of an old men's team. And I'm
Fair enough.
I get that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like if we're Canada does have a very rich basketball history.
Yes.
And I don't think
basketball's inventor was Canadian, even though he was south of the border while he put it together.
We don't talk about
that guy. Just a Canadian fella, that
Canadian
guy.
man. But I wouldn't hate to see. I understand why they wouldn't, and I can see them not doing it. But
all right.
Another terrible one is just the Toronto Towers, because like the CN Tower.
But there's only one CN Tower.
Hey man, it's T sounds. Got that alliteration.
Yeah, alliteration's big.
Alliteration's cool. Towers are cool.
Towers are cool.
Tall women, towers. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
I wouldn't vote for it.
Nope. So I didn't get all the way through the article, so we're pretty much at the same part now. Okay. The Toronto Royals. I don't like it.
Well, I didn't vote for them.
Yeah, I don't particularly like it.
Yeah, no, we don't. We've got enough of that.
Yeah, we're not even we are so far removed from.
We're
the
so
Royals
far removed
now,
from the Royals that this is where the Royals who won't want to be associated with the
we
Royals
don't want to
come.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want the Royals here.
They're fine. It's okay that they're over there.
It's okay that they're over here and don't want to come over here.
Anyway,
the Toronto Dragons.
Yeah,
whatever. Like
I guess it's staying in the reptile world.
Yeah, if you want to go like alongside a raptor,
dragons and raptors.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one former WNBA player and Canadian Olympian Kayla Alexander suggested the Toronto Terror. Which I don't hate.
Alliteration.
Alliteration.
Yeah. You know
way
what?
better than Towers.
Oh, miles better. And not one that I don't think we've seen a terror in other sports leagues yet.
Nope.
So she's ticking two boxes.
Yeah. Toronto Terror sounds good. It's their own identity.
Mm-hmm. Starting fresh. Build your own brand equity.
Yeah. One I saw floating online was the Talons, which alliteration.
Yeah, but I think then again you're leaning into raptors, and
you are. I didn't put that together the first time I read it though. I was like, oh, good, because I was thinking like a bird of prey. But you're right. Like the reasoning behind the Talon is like, oh, it's like brand or synergy. I'm like, they're not even the same company. I don't think. Like the one that owns the Raptors and the one that will own this Toronto team, I don't think are the same company. So it's like, no, it's not. Brand synergy doesn't make sense when it's not
they're
the same
competing
brand.
brands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. I mean, if I had to pick one, probably the Terror.
Yeah, I'd go with the Terror too.
Yeah.
I would go with the Terror, and then I don't even know what would be second. The Terror, and then for me, I guess it would be the Huskies, because the other ones are all kind of trash.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully they hire someone who's good at this and they do a good job. And, it's not just the Toronto dum-dums like I would have made it. Are we into news yet? My goodness.
We're flying
we
right
do
along,
have another
and we
song.
already talked about my news.
We already talked about your news. We do have a song right here, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a song that I like.
All right. What do you like?
I like a lot of things. But I think this week I have some Tim Baker up here. I think I'm gonna go with Tim Baker, who
All right.
again was the lead singer for Hey Rosetta.
All right.
So here's some Tim Baker.
Like a fool in a foolish coat, trying to be cool, but just being cold. I have seen the saddest thing, not you crying, but that you're hiding it from me. No, be free, just be as you like, and sing like a bird, and soar in singing flight. No, be free, but connected to the sky, and sing like a bird, soar in singing flight. Singing like dee-dee-die, die-die, dee-dee-die, die-die, dee-dee-die. Like dee-dee-die, die-die, dee-dee-die, die-die. I saw you shrink back into your sleep. I saw you shrink until you disappeared from me. What do you hide from? And what hides from us? And what kind of colors have we covered up and lost? No, be free, just be as you like, and sing like a bird to the oncoming light. No, be free, but connected to the sky, and sing like a bird, and soar in singing flight. Singing like dee-dee-die, die-die, dee-dee-die, die-die, dee-dee-die. Like dee-dee-die, die-die, dee-dee-die, die-die.
Wasn't that just like such a nice little happy sad song?
A little happy, sad, like a happy tune, sad lyrics. Didn't we have the opposite of that a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, we were discussing songs that sound happy, but then the lyrics are...
Yeah, like...
I Had a Hat.
Pumped Up Kicks by Floss of the People.
Oh, yeah.
Because that one's about...
Unpleasant things.
Water guns.
Yep.
Um,
What do you have in the news, since we already discussed my...
We did, but I want to get to a couple local things.
Ooh.
There are two that stand right out to me that I wanted to get to first. The first one is on Thursday, June 6th, Sappy Fest for Dummies.
Oh, I've been described as such.
A Sappy Fest for Dummy?
Well,
Dummy?
A dummy, and at times sappy, I suppose.
This is a dummy making workshop.
Oh.
Yeah. At the Strutz Gallery. That's on Lawrence Street. It's from 6 to 7:30. It's free. Make a life-size seated dummy of yourself or a friend to be exhibited as a part of Sappy Fest for Dummies.
Okay.
I might do that. Like,
Yeah?
that's dope.
All right.
Just like, hey, come make a dummy of yourself. We're going to throw it up on a stage or exhibit somewhere later. And I get to go make some ridiculous puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wicked.
All right.
And then Friday, June 7th, we have an all ages show. So Must Be Nice presents Greg McPherson, Absolute Losers, and Nathan Richards. That's at the Sackville Commons, also on Lawrence Street. That is $15 or pay what you can. That is going to be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's going to be fun.
There you go.
Yeah. Used to play a lot of all ages shows.
Well, this is an all ages show.
This is an all ages show. We play this every week.
There you go.
Yeah. Not a ton happened in big New Brunswick news this week. At least not a ton that is
Appropriate for our level of radio show.
Yeah, just things that you probably don't want me going into.
No, we're keeping it light here at the airport break room.
Keeping it light. Definitely not. Yeah. I just think it's really cool that Brent Ingersoll, who is senior pastor of King's Church, is the one calling shots on sex education in New Brunswick now. Because, Blaine Higgs goes to his church, and it was actually that pastor, Brent Ingersoll, who kind of started the whole ban sex education thing. So,
well,
that's all I'm saying about it.
That's all you're saying. Okay, let's walk away from it.
Yeah, no,
Because
100%. I'm wiping my hands. I'm just saying what is true, and then walking away from it. What's really cool though?
What?
This is actually really fun. Actually, no, we'll get to the fun one at the end. There's one sad one first.
Okay.
ICQ is actually shutting down. ICQ's been
You could
alive
still use ICQ
until sometime the middle of June this year. Yeah.
Wow.
So-
yeah, we made passing reference to that a few weeks ago.
I think it was
as well.
last week.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
like a few hours later after we did the show. I saw
They were
this.
like, we got our last media mention.
Yeah, and they
Shut
were like,
it,
we
pull
got
the plug.
we got to drop it now.
So
So-
while we're dropping while it's hot.
Exactly. All your ICQ news in 2024, you just got it here.
Wow. The hub for ICQ news.
The hub for ICQ news in 2024. At one point in 2001, it had 100 million users.
Yeah. And for folks who don't know, ICQ was like a two-way, think like a text message conversation,
Yeah.
but on your computer.
Yeah.
And you had a number, just like a phone number, and I think they were 9 digits.
Yeah.
Maybe they grew at some point. Anyway.
Yeah.
But and you could message back and forth on it.
Mhm.
And that was it. And at the time, that was a peak of
Mind
technology.
blowing.
Even worked for us rural folks
Yeah.
on the dial-ups.
Yeah, the idea that you could like message your friend
Yes.
at their house
Mhm.
and not have to call them and not have to like
Yeah.
wild, just insane.
What a wild time to have been alive.
Yeah, it was the Wild West, and we didn't
All
even
right.
know.
So
it.
that wasn't actually sad. That was just
It was kind of sad that ICQ is closing. Yeah,
Ah.
kind of an era.
all right.
Um,
I think the era ended quite a while ago. But anyway, it's all right.
for more than a century, the silver steeples at Saint Francois Xavier Church have stood over Chaleur Bay in northern New Brunswick. But the landmark building has been closed for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Bricks are degrading from the salty wind off the ocean, and the roof is leaking. Luckily, Ronald Poirier hopes to transform the Charlot Church into much-needed housing, and hopefully it will avert a possible demolition.
Hey, do you have a picture of the church right there?
Yeah,
I just
do.
want to know if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, that's the
Well,
inside
that's on
of
the
it.
inside. Every
You're-
Catholic church is pretty well the same on the inside. Oh, yeah.
So
my northern
I've-
travels, I believe I've driven by that.
I've driven through the parking lot there a few times. Yeah, it's a beautiful little church. I'm glad that
It's going to get put to use.
it's going to get put to use, and,
Yeah.
and people are going to get to live in this beautiful place. Yeah, so I had to comb a little bit this week to get like not terrible news.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm happy.
There we go.
A little happy news.
Okay.
A little happy news. Hey man, what's your gold star?
My gold star, man, our frequent listener
Yeah.
will know that I sometimes work on stuff in my garage.
Yes.
You know,
I do.
And in a former life, I worked on a lot of
Yes.
80s and 90s Volkswagen.
Yes, you did.
Like, you know, I might have had Gladwell's 10,000 hours in on that at one point. Like,
Yes.
did
Yep.
it a lot. But I never had a proper manual. Like
yeah.
paper, like
Yeah.
you get these service manuals, and for Volkswagen or Audis or Porsches, presumably you got the Bentley. You went to Bentley Publishing and you bought this book that was larger than a Bible, and it provided everything. And they made this for each series of cars. So like each model that stretched a few years got its own heavy one. And I've always kind of flown blind when it came to a lot of those things. And the other night I was on the computational device on the internet, as it were, and someone had one for a motor I quite enjoy working on.
Yeah.
So I made a deal with this gentleman.
Nice.
And when I picked it up, he was not there, trustworthy, left it outside in a protected area and left a sticker in it.
Aww.
Like a car branded sticker. So not only I get the book, but I got it. So I was like, that guy.
Yeah.
If you happen to be listening, you recently got rid of a Passat, a B3 Passat Bentley manual. You get my gold star of the week because I got a sticker.
You got a sticker.
I got a sticker. I left one under his windshield too.
Nice.
I had some stickers, some boat racing ones in my van, so I cut one off
nice.
a big sheet and was
Yeah.
like, if I, you don't want to let down a sticker exchange.
No, exactly. Especially if you have
might-
a sticker to give.
Oh, yeah, you have a sticker to give, and someone gives you a sticker.
You got to give them a sticker.
Man, you can't leave someone hanging like that.
No, absolutely not.
They're like the red. No, shoot, I'm blanking on the callback. Was the red thing from the Minecraft? The red stone. They're like the red stone of the automotive community.
Automotive world
Yeah.
is all the
It's
your
not
stickers,
the hard parts; it's the stickers.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Mine. I was in a salty mood. Let's say before you got here, and a little bit before we got on.
Okay.
I wrote that this week my gold star goes to the Monopoly Man.
Oh,
Like the capitalistic. He actually doesn't have a monocle, does it? But like
No.
yeah,
you're thinking he does, but yes.
yeah.
All
But
right.
I'm going to give it to Monopoly Man because the game Monopoly actually can show us a lot about human nature.
Mm-hmm.
In that, if you play the game correctly, there is one
Make
winner.
enemies.
You make a lot of enemies, and there's one winner and multiple bankrupt people. But if no one actually ever buys any property, you all just go around the entire board until everyone is very rich.
Huh.
And yeah, I think it's interesting.
That's your political commentary of the night.
I just said when my guy's the Monopoly Man.
Okay.
How is that political?
It just, it sounded like you were leaning into something there. I'm going to say.
I'm just saying that the game of Monopoly can show us a lot about human nature. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that's.
I won't disagree with that.
I don't think that's political. Maybe it is. Oh my goodness, we got some promos to do.
Do we?
Yeah, man, we just did some gold stars.
What's on after us?
Well, it was formerly known as Under the Needle. Now it's known as Live on KEXP. Live on KEXP brings you the very best of their world-renowned live in-studio and remote performances. Each week, they bring you a new live session from emerging artists to well-established acts spanning styles, genres, and cultures. They have many artists like Macklemore and Ron Lewis, Florence the Machine, the Lumineers, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Portugal the Man. They had on Mac DeMarco, Robert Glasper Experiment.
Okay.
The National, Boy Genius, Pixies, Fleet Foxes, and so many more.
All right.
They've even had Christian McBride. Plays the bass.
A bass?
Yeah.
Guitar or stand-up?
Stand-up. He does do some bass guitar, but primarily stand-up.
Right.
And Jeremy Dutcher. Hey, full videos of all live on KEXP performances available at youtube.com/KEXP, including a new performance by the Vancouver band, The New Pornographers. It's probably not new anymore. I probably should find a new one. You know?
And throwing a new in front of your existing new is seems like you're grasping there. But, whatever.
Well, you know what I mean when I say new. What would you say?
Mm-hmm. I guess it's better than the whole new and improved thing. Pick a team.
That's true. It can't be both, can it?
No.
And that's on right after this. Sundays at 8 p.m. We got a primarily Black Atlantic-centric podcast. That's Black Atlantic. That's a website and media channel with the goal of bringing Atlantic POC voices to the world. Hosted by Clinton Davis and Hilary LeBlanc. You can check them out at blackatlantic.ca. You can also follow them on Spotify and visit their YouTube page.
Yeah, they're probably fans of BAM Radio, which plays here at Friday nights at 9.
What do they play?
That's Clinton Davis playing all kinds of Black Atlantic Canadian musicians.
Oh.
So you get a double shot there if you tune in Friday nights at 9.
That's
all
great.
kinds of jams.
Yeah. Clinton Davis does that one in Black Atlantic.
Yeah, double.
Dude's busy.
Active, man.
That's great.
Can you imagine doing 2 shows a week?
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
Then we have the night shift. Here, Luca Capone spin a diverse, adventurous mix of sounds ranging from psychedelic jazz to experimental hip-hop with heavy focus on Canadian and independent artists.
Know what I'm going to follow that up with?
What?
A Canadian not independent artist.
Who's
So
that?
I was listening to the Trues this week,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, man, we talked about him a few weeks ago, but then I don't think we put the tune on.
Probably not.
So I'm going to give you some acoustic Trues cut here with Sing Your Heart Out.
Nice.
This one's called Sing Your Heart Out. Leave the ghosts that are holding you back, bury them in a paper bag, put them down in a no more grave. You'll be down when your mother finds out you're not the girl that she wants to. Now you're gonna find your own way. You deserve the best, you should expect nothing less. We could live and bless if you just say yes. On a night like this, life could change with a kiss. If you don't second guess and you go with it and you sing your heart out, sing your heart out, drive them blues away. Sing your heart out, sing your heart out. You got more to say. I got a car and some money to spend. We could run with the best of them if you let me steal you away. From the clouds with the small town views, everyone thinking they know you, but we know that there's just no way. Sing your heart out, sing your heart out, drive them blues away. Sing your heart out, sing your heart out, you got more to say. You're my motorcycle mama, and I love you like no other. Meet me out by the old highway. is a helping hand. Nothing more, nothing less than that. We can sing all your hardships away. You deserve the best, you should expect nothing less. We could live and bless if you just say yes. On a night like this, life could change with a kiss. If you don't second guess, and you go with that, and you sing your heart out, sing your heart out, drive them blues away. Sing your heart out, sing your heart out, you got more to say. Sing your heart out, sing your heart out, drive them blues away. Sing your heart out, sing your heart out, you got more to say. You're my motorcycle mama, and I love you like no other. Meet me out by the old highway. Thank you.
Hey,
This next one,
we're
we
back.
kind of intended to be.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Oh, thank you for CHMA for hosting and broadcasting. You can check them out at chmafm.com and at chmafm on all the socials.
Which are entirely made out of ones and zeros.
That's crazy. It's crazy that they're made out of ones and zeros. Check out midgicairport.com, visit our merch store, and gives us a shout out on all the socials at Midgic Airport, except on X, formerly known as Twitter, which we are at Midgic_Airport. Finally, if you miss an episode, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. You can catch us on Spotify,
Huh?
Apple Podcasts,
Okay.
Deezer. Google Podcasts doesn't exist anymore, but we were on that.
Huh?
YouTube has its own podcast thing now, and I think we're on that.
Wow.
iHeartRadio, I think we're on.
Huh?
Do you know?
Tremendous number of places.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I don't remember
for
all
both
of them.
our listeners to find this.
Yeah, you could you can listen to it again on CHMA if you want.
Yeah.
You could listen to it on the radio again, probably. I don't know.
Maybe. Some week we could be both ill and have to rebroadcast this.
It's true. Or I don't know. Maybe we get like the 4 a.m. time slot.
Oh.
Yeah, they throw
the
us.
show would have to have a different vibe at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah. Signing off.
Have a great night, folks.
Don't break my heart in the month of May, because the colors start changing and mine stay the same, and the summer is on its way. But I'm not okay. My friends shine too bright for my sensitive skin. They say if you just come out, you'll be happy again. But it's just not true, 'cause they're just not you. Ooh, I have missed you. Ooh, 'cause it breaks my heart more when it lets you back in, and it's just not fair for you to be there if you don't feel a thing. You give up on me far too easily, making me believe you're a fantasy. Push and pull me in time and time again. You are not my friend. Why do you pretend? Just one request that you might not like. You can tell me the truth, or I can read the signs. Please make up your mind. I am losing mine. Give me all I need, or stay away from me. Take or stay away from me. I don't understand why you take my hand, only just to show you will let it go. I don't understand why you take my hand, only just to show you will let it go. I can't wait for the day I can say that it's over for good. If I could just forget what it feels like without you, I would. But maybe